In other news now, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Eno, has empowered more than 2,000 small business owners and residents. Governor Eno says his administration is committed to supporting micro, small and medium enterprises. Miriam Daniels has more.
From the busy streets to the quiet corners of all the 31 local government areas, beneficiaries have carefully been selected based on their needs and potential for growth. For some, it's a cash grant to help them expand their businesses. For others, it's essential equipment to increase productivity. Some even received vehicles and educational support, opening doors to new possibilities. At the heart of it all is Governor Moino, who believes that supporting small businesses is key to driving economic growth in Akwa Ibom.
We are here to provide a matching fund of 2 billion naira so our entrepreneurs, especially the small-scale ones, could borrow at single-digit interest rates and run their businesses. Let me again thank the Bank of Industry for agreeing to partner with us. We must continue to support the efforts of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in repositioning our economy. And as we can see, the economy is taking a turn for the best.
But beyond the numbers, it's the personal stories that truly capture the impact. Now, about 15 female commercial drivers are now proud owners of the brand new buses. For them, this isn't just about transportation, it's about financial independence, dignity, and the future they once only dreamed of.
So me, I see this wonderful gift as a submarine that I'm about to launch into the deep sea, the ocean. I see it as my full stock supermarket. I see it as my warehouse. I don't see it the way others are seeing as a car. I see something that will change my life, something that my heart desire I like to give. When I see small children going to school with their little legs, no shoes, or I will be crying. I say, God, I want to help these children.
It is a joy of, I don't know what to say.
The joy of your heart.
That is. I feel so glad. I feel so incompetent, understand? Because I'm not worthy to take to collect this kind of vehicle. It is a brand new vehicle. Whom am I?
This entrepreneurial initiative by Governor Moino is targeted at empowering small businesses and in the long run grow and strengthen the state's economy for the good of all Akwa Ibom residents. Miriam Daniels, TVC News, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.
Let's bring in Commissioner for Works in Akwa Ibom State, James Mbanga, for more on the Arise agenda of Mr. Governor in Uyo. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7. Walk us through the idea behind the model school and the marine infrastructure that Mr. Governor talked about today. Mr. Banga.
The model school, we are innovating all schools to meet the current standards. You know, education is one of the priorities of the Arise agenda. And for us to build schools to meet the needs of the children, we have to make all facilities and amenities available. If you remember when we were younger, we were going to schools that the teachers were living on campus, boarding facilities were there, there were housemasters and everything. So the idea of His Excellency, the Governor, is to make sure that all schools meet the modern standard and the students have enjoy the ambience of modern education. So basically, we are trying to bring up Akwa Ibom to their international standard in terms of school infrastructure. On the issue of maritime space, if you remember, in our climb in Oron, for instance, where we have... Hello?
I can hear you. Please go ahead, Mr. Banga.
A phone, a call. Hello?
Go ahead. I can hear you, Mr. Banga.
Hello, yeah.
Go ahead with your contribution, please.
Phone, okay, I can hear too.
You were talking about marine infrastructure.
The maritime environment that we are working on. Oron was, hello? Okay, Oron was Oron was the hub of our maritime transportation. We, in those days when we were younger, we were going through pontoon to cross from Oron to Calabar. Now, before now, there was total decay of the infrastructure. During the tenure of, during the campaign rallies around the local governments, His Excellency promised that he's going to reactivate that infrastructure. What we have done today, flag off, is first, we have started on the shore protection. We have about 525 meters shorelines from the cargo end to the JTF end. We are going to have 4 jetties. Each of the jetty, the first jetty is the cargo jetty, the second jetty is the ferry jetty, the third jetty will be a floating bar for relaxation, and the fourth jetty is the JTF jetty. And to access this jetty, we are building a new marine, the marine terminal, because the previous one was dilapidated and we had to knock it off and build a new one. And the infrastructures we have added, we have a warehouse, a coal room, because when you bring your goods, you must have a place to store them, so that there's commerce.
All right.
And besides that, in that terminal, we have acquired 5,500 square meter car park that will be fully asphalted, so that passengers that come in have an environment. They have a place to park their cars, and go into the terminal.
All right.
We have a recreation in the floating bar, and besides that, the jetty, before you go into the jetty, what we have done, we have created about 10 meters access into this, beside the shoreline, into the sea, so that when you drive in, you can, cars that will go into the ships or pontoon that will carry people across.
All right.
We'll be able to access the ships.
Good place to leave it, Mr. Mbaga. We're probably going to
another
continue this conversation subsequently. I've been speaking with Commissioner for Works in Akwa Ibom, James Mbaga. Thank you so much for talking to us on the news this